Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram. Today we embark on a profound journey into the Tirumandiram series, starting with the first 5 songs in this video. If you're new to this channel and would like a basic understanding of the Siddhars and Siddhar Thirumoolar, I encourage you to explore the playlist. I'll be sure to include the link in the description below. Before we begin the series, I want to share a small disclaimer. The original Tirumandiram contains 3000 sacred songs, though some versions list 3047 songs. This is due to the additional verses possibly added by later scholars. For my interpretations, I rely on multiple sources, primarily the works of G. Varadharajan and B. Natarajan. My understanding is also guided by the wisdom of my guru. Please note that in some texts, the order of the songs may differ. So if you notice discrepancies in numbering, this could be the reason. The Tirumandiram is vast and complex, so I humbly attempt to share what I can with the grace of divine. To respect your time, I'll keep the explanations concise and I won't be reading the Tamil verses for now. However, if you'd like me to include the recitations, please let me know in the comments and I'll gladly add them in the future videos. The goal is to keep each video short and cover around 5 to 10 songs while ensuring we understand their deeper meanings. So, without further ado, let's start by exploring the invocation song that begins this incredible journey.
ஐந்து கரத்தனை யானை முகத்தனை இந்தின் இளம்பிறை போலும் எயிற்றனை நந்தி மகந்தனை ஞானக் கொழுந்தினை புந்தியில் வைத்தடி போற்றுகின்றேனே.
This is a salutation verse to Lord Ganesha, the remover of obstacles. This verse might not have been written by Siddhar Thirumoolar himself. According to Sekarar's Periya Puranam, 12th century Tamil poetic work that recounts the lives and devotion of 63 Nayanmars or saints dedicated to Lord Shiva, the original Tirumandiram begins with the verse Vandravandane. So, which is followed by this verse. So, this Vandravandane will be the first official verse. However, this Ainda Karattanai, this salutations to Lord Ganesha, might have been added by someone who believed that it was essential to start any work with a prayer to Ganesha. So now let us also seek the blessings of Lord Ganesha, our gurus, and Siddhar Thirumoolar to guide us on this journey of understanding the Tirumandiram in its truest essence. Without divine grace, interpreting such a profound scripture would be impossible. Now let us begin with the first official verse, starting with Vandravandane. The first 26 songs are classified as Kadavul Varthu or prayers to God under the title Payiram or prologue. There are total of 112 verses in Payiram or prologue. These introductory songs beautifully describe the Lord's powers, acts of grace, his presence within all the things, and his transcendence beyond them, all expressed with deep devotion and love. Now, coming back to the song 1, this verse explores how the one God manifests into many. The original verse and its transliteration is provided here. Since the literal translation might be difficult to grasp, I will offer a deeper explanation to clarify its meaning. So, in this song, Siddhar Thirumoolar masterfully reveals the profound essence of our existence, weaving it through the poetic symbolism of numbers. God is one. This is the foundational message that Thirumoolar is trying to convey in this song. Yet, he is also two, symbolizing the concept of duality, the static and kinetic aspects of the one being. The static aspect is Shiva, and the kinetic aspect is his grace, the Shakti. That one God manifests as three when he prevails as Brahma in creation, Vishnu in sustenance, and Rudra in dissolution. And he witnessed the four Purusharthas or the goals of human life. The four Purusharthas are Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Dharma is righteousness or moral values, Artha is prosperity or economic values, Kama is pleasure or psychological values, and Moksha is liberation or spiritual values. Next, he has mastered the 5 senses and filled The six Adhara chakras, that is Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agnya, and resides in the seventh chakra, the Sahasrara, located in the cranium. Finally, he becomes one with that Jiva who has traversed through all the seven chakras and experiences the nectar in the Sahasra Kamala. So, if this concept is little vague to you, let me know in the comment sections. If you want a basic understandings of the chakras in our body, I'll make a separate video on that. Basically, this first verse provides us a summary of how the one supreme God manifests into various aspects and how we can retrace the journey to reunite with the divine. Siddha will later explain in detail how this path to union with God can be attained in the Tirumandiram. So now let us move to the second song. This song starts with Potri Saithu Innuyir, and it speaks about defying death. Feel free to pause this portion and read the Tamil song or the translated meaning if you're very interested. Now let us see the deeper explanation of this song. Whoever seeks to unite with Lord Shiva, the Supreme Consciousness, will be guided by Lord Shiva himself on that path. So he's a ruler of all the four directions, and within our bodies, these directions are represented. Our face as east, the back of our head as west, the top of the head as north, and the lower part as south. So each direction brings unique experiences which will be explored in the future songs. But Shiva, as a master of all the directions, helps those who desire to realize their true self by leading them beyond the experience of southern direction ruled by Yama, the god of death. By doing so, he removes the fear of death. This is beautifully represented in the story of Markandeya, where Lord Shiva saves his devotee by defeating Yama. This song reassures us that anyone who longs to merge with the Supreme Consciousness will be freed from the fear of death and through Shiva's grace achieve immortality. Now let's move to the song 3. Here he speaks about how immortal gods adore that one god, Shiva. Lord Shiva resides within every living being as the Jiva, the very essence of life. Without him, we are nothing but Shiva. Shiva is lifeless body. Yet, we often fail to recognize his presence within us, getting lost in the pursuit of material desires. However, the Devas and pure souls, like saints, know his greatness, praising him as the one who pervades all the directions everywhere. Thirumoolar says that he realized Shiva within himself and worshipped him. The message of the song is simple but profound. Shiva is hidden within us, waiting to be discovered. Once we turn our focus inward and begin the journey of self exploration, we'll find him. And through that realization, we can attain the Supreme. So now let's move to the song 4. The intent of the song is to dispel gloom or darkness, which is ignorance. So you can read through the literal meaning here, and the explanation is followed. When one looks inward and continuously contemplates on Shiva, the seed, Shiva, who is the seed of the entire universe, through a meditative, thoughtless state, they are granted the ultimate experience of bliss. Tirumala reveals that this realization was only possible for him through divine grace. It is the light of knowledge that dispels the darkness of ignorance within. The key understanding here is that liberation or mukti is not something we attain after leaving this body. Rather, it is something that we can achieve in this very life using our body and the senses as tools. By continuously working to control our senses, thoughts, and desires, we open ourselves to receiving His grace. When this happens, the veil of darkness or ignorance or maya vanishes completely, revealing the truth. Now let's move to the fifth song. The essence tried to be conveyed here is that Shiva is non parallel or incomparable. In this song, Siddhar Thirumoolar proclaims that there is no other god like Shiva. And where do we find him? He resides within us. The word Bhuvanam, meaning world, refers to our body. Shiva is the divine presence that guides us beyond our physical form as we journey through the six Adhara chakras, starting from the Mooladhara in the base of the spine to the Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agnya, and as we progress on this path, we experience Him as the infinitely shining light residing in the seventh chakra or Sahasrara, often described as a thousand petal lotus. So, this journey reveals that the divine is not external, but deeply embedded within our very being, waiting to be realized. Let's pause here for now. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, please share your feedback in the comments. Let me know if you like this format. And if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a like and share it with your friends who may also appreciate this content. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. See you in another interesting content. Thanks for watching.